Welcome back, Rocha family. It is Noelle. I am back for another twin pregnancy update. Last update I did for you was at 17 weeks and I'm currently 22 weeks. So honestly, I fully intended to make an update at 20 weeks, but something that I wanted to include was like the 20-week ultrasound, which was an anatomy scan, and I just didn't get to do that just for there was a lot going on. I mean, I had the car accident, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and then just with my work schedule and just because like my summer employment is such a short contract. But I'll just basically catch you up from the last point, which was 17 weeks to now 22 weeks. So welcome. First of all, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that red subscribe button, and right next to it there's a bell, and that's your notification bell, and that will get you notifications when we post, because otherwise you just won't necessarily see it on your feed when we post. So do that right now. So what's been up? It's gone by so fast. I was like 17 weeks was 5 whole weeks ago, and it just feels like I just did one of these. So go watch the video about our car accident, the story time, and I will link it right here so that you can see basically what that is about. But basically in the last couple of weeks we had a car accident, so just go watch that video. It explains all of that. That wasn't fun, but the babies are alive and well. Since then they have grown exponentially. So although I haven't had that anatomy scan and I don't know exactly how big they are, I can just tell you like they're moving a lot, and I can feel them from like way up to the top of my stomach all the way down into my pelvis. So they're taking a good amount of space in my stomach, which is great. I feel them all the time, so their movements are very strong. Last time my weight gain had like significantly slowed, and although I haven't been to the doctor, there is a scale at my house, and so I did weigh myself on that, and it did show that I have started gaining weight again. But at the same time, that kind of brings me into my next point, which is I have been super mega swollen. So my basically like from my leg to my ankle to my feet was all like one size. Like there was no ankle, like there was no foot, it was just all one big blob. I was so swollen, and just like to the point of like even after going to bed with my legs up and elevated, I still woke up swollen. Like there just was no point of the day where it wasn't swollen. Yes, I am working. Yes, I am self-employed. I'm a real estate agent, but I'm also, for the summer, I took on a elementary school summer camp contract, and so that's been 6 weeks. So yes, I have been moving a lot, but like being active is a good thing. So I don't know. I was drinking, but I wasn't drinking a whole lot of water. So my brother's wife, my sister-in-law, she actually got me a water bottle so shout out to you, Chandra. I have this, I just washed it, and so that's why it's like splotchy, but it says drinking for 2. It doesn't actually say 2, it has 2 hearts, and so that's been really cool. So every morning I've been filling that up and drinking that whole thing of water, so that has obviously really upped my water intake. But I was still super swollen. So something else that's really cool, and I'm not even gonna get it because like it's over there and it's just a lot of work to get up, but something that really helped was, before I was taking like these super cheap prenatals that were just like these gummies. They were like, first of all, they were disgusting. Second of all, like I just felt like they weren't doing anything. And they were cheap, like I got the cheapest kind. That was way at the beginning of my pregnancy, so like 22 weeks ago. But the other day I was at the store, and then I just ran out of those. So I was like, you know what, I want something really good this time. So the other day I was at the store and there were these prenatals. They weren't gummies this time, and they were not only prenatal, but they also had superfoods and probiotics. So it has a list of the foods in there. There was like kale and different kind of berries and just like a ton of superfoods, as well as probiotics in there. And so like, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but like, I kid you not, I took one pill. It's like, also like, you can tell it's the real deal because you open that bottle and it's like, whew, this smells like some kind of vitamin at a health food store. Like, it smelled intense. So I was like, okay, this thing better be doing something. So I took it, I kid you not, I took it like the night, like super late in the evening. I went to Target like super late, and in the morning I woke up not swollen for the first time in like weeks. Like, I had ankles, I had feet, I had legs, there was shape, things were contoured. I was like, okay, that's like a super pill. So I am so thankful that I found that. That has really, got a little strand there, that has really helped. And so I'm taking those now, as well as drinking my water. And so hopefully that'll really help to continue to keep down the swelling and keep my energy up. So I haven't weighed myself since after the swelling went down, but I'm honestly not like concerned with weight. And so I don't even want to be like obsessed with the scale right now, just because what are you gonna do? Pregnant with twins, like, obviously my weight gain is supposed to be higher than if it was a single pregnancy. And why would I worry myself? Because like, obviously I haven't gained like a super amount of weight since before I was pregnant. So other than like my stomach, which is very large and round, but like the rest of me is fine. And so it's just like, I'm not going to concern myself, because like the biggest concern is making sure the babies get all the nutrients they need so that they come out fully healthy. And so no, I'm not concerned about the scale. So I didn't weigh myself again. It's all fine and dandy as long as the doctor says that I'm on track when I go back, then I'm on track. So there's that. Food. You guys can go back and watch like my last pregnancy updates to see like the progress of like from super food aversions, not being able to eat anything, to like craving certain things. I don't know if I was craving this last time. I think I was, but like I'm still craving protein, which for me, I get like a lot of my protein from meat. And so I just like, my body is definitely craving that. And so I am getting protein. What else? I don't really have any food aversions anymore, except for coffee. Still, I cannot do the smell of coffee. It's still terrible, which if you know me, you know that I've been a coffee drinker since like I was a toddler. Even right before I got pregnant this time, like honestly, you could catch me at the Starbucks line like multiple times a day, and I would be making coffee at home. Coffee is a big deal to me, and like I still can't even smell it. But I have started to think about it, and like I do daydream about the day that I can have coffee again. So I know this won't last, but that's my only food aversion. I cannot do coffee, cannot smell coffee. Other than that, what was I craving before? Apple juice. I was craving apple juice until my Nana started making some iced tea, and then shoop, totally changed. So now it's been like tea. I drink some apple juice, but also like at the same time, now that I have my water bottle, I'm craving like juices and things like that less and less and less. And I'm just like, basically during the day, I basically only drink water. And then the only time that I don't is in the very evening when I'm going to bed, which is generally the time that I'm like, you know, doing YouTube and editing and everything like that. And so that's when I would drink like juice or tea or something like that. But for the most part, now that I have my water bottle, I mostly am drinking water. So that's really good. But that has changed from apple juice to tea now. I will let you know when I do have that anatomy scan, and then we also want to verify for sure that they are 2 girls, because we had the gender checked out of 3D ultrasound when I was only 14 weeks. Obviously it's been like a little shy of 10 weeks since then, so they've grown a lot. So we will verify, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, that's 2 girls. So what else? As far as like my body, I don't know, it's just getting harder and harder to move. It is, oh, my backbone, like my tailbone, is in pain a lot. It feels like a stretching, kind of tearing. Anyone who has been pregnant probably knows what I'm talking about. That happens a lot, especially right after the car accident. It was like every time I moved was like, it just felt like ripping of tendons. So that was really painful. Oh, and Charlie horses, like those muscle cramps in your legs, those muscle cramps in your leg, I was having those intensely at night again, just like waking up like I still get them, but now they're like less sharp, but at the same time they're more long lasting. Like I feel it coming on, I feel it happening, and the feeling kind of lingers, but it's a little bit more bearable. But I was getting those like really extreme for a while, so that happened in the last like couple of weeks where it's just been like super extremely intense. What else? I feel like that's just about it for my body. Obviously, like I could go on and on about everything that's happening in my body, but like it's pregnancy. I mean, what can you say? And it's twin pregnancy, so it's just, it's more than one would imagine, to say in the least. But there are a lot of like life changes too at the same time that I would update you on. We'll do that on a later video, things that like correlate with the pregnancy, like our living situation, our car situation, our job situation, just all of that good stuff. And so a video like that will be coming. Oh, names. We do have names. We won't reveal them yet, but we also have we kind of like have so each baby is on their own side, and they kind of have their own personalities already, and so we kind of have a name attached to a personality, so attached to each baby. We decided that and you know that I'm really trying to have these babies vaginally and not a C-section. That's really like a big goal of mine, and so provided that that can happen, the first one to come out, if Robbie and I both say the same name like at the same time, then that's it, that's that baby. We know that that's her name. If we say the opposite name, then we'll wait, and we won't rush to name them. We'll wait like a day, or you know, within that first day, and allow them to like tell us who they are, because I just don't want to like slap a name to a baby forever and then end up being like, I think the name should have been switched. So it's much easier when it was just like one baby, like you choose the name, boom, you have the baby, like. But when there's two, it's like they're already going to be clumped together so much, and like twins, like it's already happening, and I really want to appreciate their individualities, even now, like before they're born. And so I don't just want to like slap the name on them. We do have the two names, but I want to allow them to kind of show us who they are, and so that's kind of cool. I plan to like not rush it in the hospital and allow some time to tell which is which, and so that's kind of another update. That's kind of it for now. I pretty much will just close out this video, and anything else that I think of, I will come back in a couple of weeks and update you. I'm already 22 weeks, so what, maybe we'll do a 25-week update. And let's see here. The next video that we're gonna do is actually gonna be a married couples never have I ever game challenge. And so if you have any ideas of like never have I ever statements, drop them in the comments below so we can start prepping for that. But other than that, we each basically are going to pick like 10 questions, So I'm super excited for that, so be on the lookout for that. If you haven't already, like I said, click that red subscribe button, click your bell right next to it so you get notified when we post. Like this video, comment down below your suggestions for Never Have I Ever and anything that you want to know about the twin pregnancy. And other than that, Rocha family, we will see you next time. So thank you for watching. Bye.